start my illustrations with a really light layer of cadmium orange, which serves as an underpainting in a gesture sketch. So I take my large brush, dip it in my cadmium orange, and I mix it with a great deal of water. You want a really translucent look to this. Make sure it's really well mixed, and test it on your scrap paper. And make sure your scrap paper is the same paper that you're painting on, so your color is exact from test to actual illustration. Now once your orange is all mixed up, you want to take a smaller brush, actually a medium-sized brush. I think I'm going to paint a redhead for this piece. We're going to start with an oval, just a general face shape. Sort of an upside down egg. We're going to indicate where the eyes are going to be. Just a tiny indication of a nose. General lips, always in a smile. Going to bring up that chin line a little bit. Just going to have a nice long fashion neck. Little shoulder. Going to give her some. We'll give her a little bob, a little long bob here. I'm going to keep her ear out so that I can draw some jewelry on her. And these are just really quick brush strokes just to get the general idea. I'm going to use a smaller brush now. This is a number 3, just to block out a little more detail before I go into the ink line. Eyebrows over the eyes. Just going to indicate the eye socket area. Just general shapes. It's just an outline for you to work from. A little bit of a nose going right into the mouth. And she's going to have an open mouth smile. She's going to be really, really happy. Work out the cheekbones. And if you ever need reference for what you're drawing, you can always look in the mirror and look at the shape of your face, the spacing of your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. You're your own photo reference. And then a little more hair detail. At the neck. So I'm going to let her dry before I move on to the ink lines. The next step in all of my paintings is a light black ink line where I really start defining the shapes of any of the features of my models. So I take a medium-sized brush and I dip it in my black ink with a lot of water. You just want like a really light gray for this step. Just mix it very well. And make sure to test it on your paper. If it's still too dark, add more water. If it's not dark enough, add more ink. Now that that's all mixed up, I'll take my 000, which is a really fine brush. It's perfect for detail. And this part is just sort of like a light pencil sketch or a charcoal sketch, pastel, anything it just serves as an outline for the rest of the painting. I'm going to start at her hairline. And bring her forehead down a little bit. I'm going to work on her eyebrows. This girl's sort of like a sassy, natural redhead, so she's going to have like natural bouncy bob hair. Going to indicate where the nose meets the inner eye. And I'm working her eyes simultaneously so that they're even, they're the same size, same shape. She's going to be a little more natural, so I'm going to use less paint, less eye makeup on her. You can indicate where you want her to look, straight at you, straight at the viewer. Again, just a really light outline. You're going to be painting over these layers in the next steps. I'm going to keep the nose just nice and simple. Noses are complicated in real life, just different shapes and different parts. Some are prettier than others. So you just want to keep your paint lines really simple in the nose area. And she's just going to have a nice, wide, happy smile. So I'm going to lengthen that upper lip. I'm just going to indicate where her bottom lip is going to fall. I'm going to bring in the shape of her face by working the skin against the hairline. And I'm going to work her cheekbones at the same time as well. I'm just bringing in her jawline and her chin, which is a little lower because she's smiling. And that connects straight to her long fashion neck. If you get too much paint on your paper, like I did just here, blot it up with paper towel that you have next to you. I'm going to go back up to her hair. Just some really light, quick, energetic brush strokes, just to indicate the hairstyle. Just an indication of her shoulder and whatever top she'll be wearing. And maybe just like a cute little jewelry pendant so we can work in some metallics later. And just use these as a little outline for yourself, and when you're all set, let this dry and then you'll move on to the skin tones.